Hello, it is AD with Chaos Tarot, and I'm going to be doing something a little bit different this time for you guys, okay? So this is going to be for the holiday season. So this is if you're stuck on what to get a friend, and we're going to break it down by Zodiac sign, and I'm going to give you some suggestions, or at least get your, your brain jogging a little bit. I just got to say thank you guys so much for tuning into the live chat. Again, I'm still doing the $15 6-card special. All the information for that is going to be in the description box below. This is for tarot cards, tarot readings. I'm sorry if in case you're like new and clicking on. But yeah, so let's get into it. Yeah, so the first sign that we have is Aries. So this is if you're stuck trying to figure out what am I going to get my Aries friends. The suggestion that I have for you is Aries like to do. They like to be active, right? I made a joke and I was just like, I would give my Aries friend a gym membership or something like that. This is something where whatever it is that you give them, make sure that there's activity involved, something that keeps their interest, right? Aries are extremely youthful. They're very childlike in nature, but their attention span has to be preoccupied or something. So you're not really going to hand an Aries a book, right? It can be a book on how to like do extreme skateboarding, but like it's not just gonna be like, you're not gonna hand them like Shakespeare, all right? So with that, I would say make sure that it's something that is tangible to an Aries, something that they can touch, something that they can feel, something that they can mess and play around with. You would do better giving an Aries Play-Doh than a plate, than like a really fancy, extravagant, fine china, all right? So keep that in mind with an Aries. So this is somebody like, I was just like, rock climbing might be like indoor rock climbing might be something, just something that has activity, something where you can get up and go. And if this happens to be like a creative Aries, somebody who's not necessarily like the most physical person on the planet, I would certainly suggest getting like if they play instruments, like you want to get like a guitar, something that they can certainly interact with. Oh shoot, where was I going with that? Yeah, so something like a guitar, something they can interact with, something that they can move and, mess with in their hands, as far as like Aries go. So if you're thinking like gift cards, just make sure that it's something that they would actually use and be practical, because an Aries will say thank you, they'll be grateful, but they'll never use it if they don't see any joy in it. And then if they do see some joy in it, then they'll bring it up all the fucking time. So you want to do something that is going to like keep them preoccupied, something that interests them. Don't get them something that doesn't move, right? Like get them a music box, not a statue, okay? So next we have Taurus, okay? So Taurus is our lovely earth energy. I am a Taurus, okay? So Taurus moon. I'm not a Taurus. I'm sorry. I'm a Taurus moon. But yeah, so Taurus. So when we think about Taurus, this is sensuality. This is sense. This is smell. You would do beautiful if you got like a Taurus, like a really nice candle of some sort, something that they can actually use in their home. Unlike Aries, Taurus will accept something for its beauty and beauty alone, all right? But be mindful when you're giving to a Taurus. Taurus are really big on making sure that they invest their money for something in the long run, all right? So with a Taurus, you're really going to want to spend that $20 for the candle. Like, don't give them a Glade candle that you picked up at CVS. They'll appreciate it just the same. But if you really want to impress them, you're going to want to get, like that Bath and Body Works candle, that Yankee Doodle shit, because they will actually appreciate it. And you'll see that it's being used, especially if it's a scent, so something really big with smells can do any like home decor too. They'll really appreciate that, something that's like comforting for them. So that's it for Taurus. Let's say our Geminis, okay? So I had fun thinking about this because, again, I have a lot of Gemini friends. And so, like, hopefully, shout out to you, Eric, if you end up seeing this because you actually inspired this. But I thought that it was really good, and along with my sister, who's a Gemini Cancer cusp. And basically, when it comes to Geminis, I really think that Geminis, as far as, like, being the greatest communicator, a journal would do really well for Gemini, more so than you would naturally think. You think Gemini's life of the party, all this other stuff. I think that they would really see and find interest in you if you gave them something where they could express themselves freely without having to perform for people around them, okay? So, like, this is a Gemini where you can get a really nice notebook with, like, a really inspirational quote or something, or write them a nice letter, something that they can expand themselves, play with their imagination, right? Is really, really good because they do so effectively speaking. Sometimes it helps to put it on paper. So if you were to get, something really nice, just something, maybe their favorite color, but something like a journal or something. I really think that it could go very far with a Gemini, because a lot of them are very expressive with their things. So like it would be great to give them a different medium to use. So I really think that that would probably be a good idea for some Geminis this upcoming holiday season. Yeah, and honestly, you might never see what's in that journal. You might never see it, but I promise you, it's going to be some really beautiful things that you would never expect. And they'll think of you every time that they write in it. So, you know, there you go. That's my suggestion for Geminis. And then we have Cancers. Okay, so Cancer is known to be the homebody. And here's what I actually have to say about buying a gift for a Cancer. If you're buying a gift for a Cancer, you need to know that Cancer. You need to know them in and out, because Cancers are some of the best gift givers on the planet. Some of the best gifts that I have ever received are from Cancers, because Cancers genuinely get to know you. They want to give you something practical, something that you'll use, something that, you know, they are the mother of the Zodiac. So this is the nurturing. So this is like, oh, I think little Tommy needs some socks, but they're going to be like the best socks, you know, coming from a Cancer. Just something really, really thoughtful. Something that you said, you know, in fucking February, they'll get you that. Alright, so with that being said, with the Cancer, you are really going to want to really think about this Cancer and really, really don't cheap out on them. And by cheap out, I don't necessarily mean like don't not spend like a whole bunch of money. It's not money. It's like make sure that you truly put it in. Even if it's a handmade gift, they'll love a handmade gift. If you're going to give a handmade gift to somebody, a Cancer would super appreciate that because it certainly came from the heart. So with that Cancer gift giving, this is somebody that you really need to consider. What is it that they like? What is it that they were talking about earlier that they needed? You know, it can be something practical for the home, like especially if this is a mother or a homemaker or somebody. You know, it could really be that blender that broke, and it'll mean the world to them. But if it's a thoughtful gift, you would probably do something better that is handmade, something, you know, that is expressive and emotion. It could be one of those, you know, how people do like the playing cards and then they write like something nice on it. That could be something for a Cancer that they would genuinely enjoy and really love. And it, you know, it wouldn't necessarily cost you anything but your time. And so homemade gifts are really good for Cancers. And also, but if you're going to buy something, it has to be something that they want, because a Cancer will smile in your face and they'll say thank you, but they'll never fucking pick it up. A Cancer will on the low return that shit. So make sure that it's something that they've, you know, wanted or spoken about. But just, it's a really thoughtful gift is really what I'm getting at. Something thoughtful for a Cancer. And again, that depends on the Cancer. That's why I can't really give you like a specific thing, but you know, it depends on the Cancer, but just something super thoughtful will get you really far. Okay, then we move into Leo. So I had fun coming up with Leos too. First thing I was just like, a crown. Alright. A crown. Anything that spoils them. Anything that makes them, you know, feel like the queen or the king of the jungle. This is something that, like, you can do this for free, but this is like, I would do with a Leo is like a true, one of those like coupons, one of those, you know, you get to do we get to do whatever you want for a day coupons, or like, you know, I'll give you a massage coupons, like something like that, like one of those cute little coupon books. It's kind of what I was thinking for the Leo friends, because like Leos are very much big in here, and so like you might not have the budget to fulfill that. Not saying that they're superficial, it's not a bad thing, but it's just like, you know, your Leo is going to want that diamond encrusted necklace with their name spelled out in all, you know, caps or whatever. If you can't do that, it's just make them feel like they are special. And like you could do that in a tangible like coupon book or something like that, where it's just like, I'll give you a massage for 5 minutes, you know, or what have you. And I think a Leo would really appreciate that, as long as like, you know, they're the center of the attention. But you can take them to like their favorite restaurant, treat a Leo, you know, you can treat them, wine them, dine them, a nice bottle of wine, something that they can talk about, something that they can be like, oh, my friend got me this. Isn't this lovely? She got it from Paris. You know, that's very Leo-ish. Something that you can show off and brag about. So you're going to want to go big or go home with your Leo friends. But if, in case you can't, just make sure that you express to them like, hey, look, I will set a day out for you and we'll do whatever the fuck you want. We'll go shopping. You know, I'm not going to get annoyed. I'll take all your pictures for you. Like, you know, and I will not bitch or moan about it for a whole 24 hours. Okay. So that would probably do you well with your Leo buddies if you're a little stuck. Okay. okay, and maybe a little tight on money, okay? And so then we move into Virgos. So Virgos are like a sign that's very, very close to my heart. I'm always like, I love Virgos. I have so many Virgo friends, and, you know, I come from a Virgo. I was raised by a Virgo, so definitely, you know, get it. And so with Virgos are very big, you know, another earth energy, very sensual type thing, and it's a beauty that, like, sometimes Virgos are unaware of. Virgos really want to look their best, be their best, smell their best, alright? So this is the sign that you're going to want to get those bath bombs. You're going to get those luxury gifts. You know, you're going to want to get those nice lotions, those really nice scents, just those finishing touches to a routine, alright? So when I think of Virgos, and like I always give my mom like the same thing every year, but like it really has to do with like lotions and just kind of self-care products, because they're so much into, not in a superficial way, but just in embodying that perfection that they're able to move forward and go towards. So with that being said, like when you're thinking of your Virgo gifts, you cannot go wrong with scents and everything, but make sure that it's for sensitive skin. The Virgos that I know all have sensitive skin because they're like so dainty, so be aware not to get anything super harsh. But yeah, so you just want to get some nice scents. I really sent some really nice, you know, facial masks, you know, bath bombs, just shit like that, shit that really makes Virgo have that self-care and that luxury that they absolutely love, okay? Then we move into our Libras. This is another sign that I had fun with. You can, honestly, with Libras, and this is going to sound super crazy, but like Libras is probably like that one sign where you can hand them almost anything and they will smile in your face and like enjoy it. Like they'll be like, wow, I can't believe that you got me a gift, you know? And I feel like Libras kind of get left out. So I'm trying to be a champion for Libra. Just be like, really get something that they deserve. I'm sensing that Libras will probably want something practical, but they want something that surprises them this year. They want somebody to go that extra mile and be like, wow, I can't believe that you thought of me in that way. I can't believe that you got me this. I mentioned this a while ago because I have a feeling that Libras have dropped hints about what they wanted, and they've been dropping hints about all year about what they wanted. I don't know why I'm getting that sense, but really surprise them with actually listening to them and getting exactly what they'd asked for, because I feel like some Libras have been very clear with like, you know, oh, I really like a puppy, you know, get them that puppy. I don't know. I just feel like Libras have been like not even beating around the bush about what it is that they want. They've just been all fucking for it. Okay, so really start listening to your Libras. Pay attention to what it is that they're looking at, what they're liking on social media. Kind of stalk them a little bit, because Libras are so like not wanting to disrupt the balance that like some of them might have difficulties articulating exactly what they want, especially if they feel like it's out of their price range, but it's something that they've been eyeing. So this is something where you're going to want to pay attention to social media for them and see kind of like where they've been, because Libras are like the most, since they're the most, you know, equal sign of the zodiac, it can go either way. The energy can go either way, so just be mindful of that when you're buying them. Like, it might not be anything super specific, but I feel like it's going to be specific to that Libra. Sorry, Libras, if that's not like what you wanted, but I just have a feeling that you guys have been dropping hints left and fucking right. For some of you guys, it's a child. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but yeah. For your Libra friends, it could just be a really fun night out. Treat them to some drinks, treat them to like a good time, celebrate this incoming year with them, that type of deal. All right, so here we have Scorpios. All right, so this is our dark sorcerers of the zodiac. Anything black. You can get a Scorpio anything black and they will enjoy it. But Scorpios are super mysterious, so I can have a feeling where like you guys might be struggling on how to even read a Scorpio to get what they want. You can certainly ask, but I think Scorpios this year are really in need of, I don't know why I lost it. But with Scorpios, you want to get something that they can lose themselves in, and this is going to be kind of similar to Pisces. But for Scorpio, you're going to want something that's going to entertain them and fascinate them. This could be mystery novels, things like that, where they have to investigate something. You could actually take a Scorpio to like an escape room. Or for some of you guys, if this is like a significant other, do that really crazy thing that they wanted to do in the bedroom with you. Don't say no this time. Let that be their gift. They will appreciate that, where you can set them into like a place of power and control if this is a significant other, right? But if this is a friend, you're really going to get something. I'm just imagining, like, if you get them a shirt, if you get them clothing, if you get them something that they can express themselves, like black, you can't go wrong with black and a Scorpio. They really flourish in that. But I would take a Scorpio shopping and see what it is that they are interested in this go round. But yeah, you can also get a Scorpio something creative, something that they like to write, and kind of similar to Geminis as far as like having a medium that they can express themselves in, like a journal, a notebook, something of that sort. But yeah, I'm imagining something kind of that has to do with power and control dynamics. So this could be taking them again to an escape room, something that they have to figure out. You could probably honestly give a Scorpio a puzzle and they'll actually do it at this point in time. Like in their free time, they'll be like, it might be next year, but they'll be like, oh wow, I wasn't expecting this puzzle, but I was really bored and I saw it in the corner of my room and now I'm going to put it together. And it turned out to be a lot more fun than I thought it would have been. I don't know. I think that some of you guys can get away with kind of odd gifts with Scorpios this year because it will help later. I don't know. That's kind of half intuitive, but like, I don't know. So then we have Sagittarius. So this is exploration and growth, all right? So Sagittarius are known about, expansion, education, and learning new things. So would you give a Sagittarius, this needs to be something that they can learn from, something that they can, grow from, something that they can read. It can certainly be a book, I was about to say an instruction manual, but like something like if they've been wanting to learn something, Sagittarius would be like, I've really been interested in, politics was the first thing that came to mind, but, obviously leave that or take it. But like if it's like politics or something, they're like, I've really been interested in like the Vietnam War lately, and they've been talking about it a lot. Get them a book on that topic. You're just going to want to get a Sagittarius something that they've already planted the seed for, and they want to explore more. Like something, again, really great gifts come from listening to people. So really play back those moments in time where like somebody's repeated the same thing over and over again, especially with the Sagittarius, a topic that they really, really like, something that they're really, really passionate about. Get them something that they can expand on that knowledge, all right? So if you have a Sagittarius who's interested in cameras or something, or interested in videography, you're going to want to go get something about cinematics, okay? Or cinematography, something that they can learn and delve into. With fire signs, it has to be an active gift. It can't be something that just like sits and hangs on a shelf. But Sagittarius are they're one of the nerdier signs of the Zodiac, and nobody calls them on it, but they're certainly one of the nerdier signs of the Zodiac because they like to know everything. So if they've been really passionate, if they've been really passionate about a certain topic, get them something that they'll be able to expand on that knowledge for, and they'll really appreciate that. They'll really appreciate that from you, okay? So then we have Capricorns, all right? And Capricorns, again, are a practical, grounded, game plan. With Capricorns, this might be the one sign where you can literally hand them money and they will absolutely love it. And I was speaking about this topic earlier, and there was a Capricorn around, and they literally was just like, what would you give a Capricorn? And I was like, money. And he just fell out laughing, because I was like, that's really what they could use, because then they can put it somewhere else. This might be something that they can use to invest in something that they're already building up to, so you can give them that extra boost. But if you do give a Capricorn money, it would be money, not a gift card or like one of those Visa gift cards where they can spend it the way that they want to spend it. I wouldn't specify, because Capricorns are sent to plan what they want. So you would kind of do better just handing them like a card with a $20 bill and being like, have at it, and they will use it to the best of their abilities. That's kind of what I get with Capricorns, just because they can be so frugal. So be mindful of that. And then more so than that, with another episode, like if you're just like, I just cannot do gifts, I just can't do money gifts. It has to be something thoughtful for a Capricorn. If it's not money, then it has to be something that's going to be practical, something that they can use, because it will just sit. It will just sit. And it has to be something, not that Capricorns are superficial, but they're just earth signs. So not only does it need to be practical, it has to be something. Capricorns really like status and like being seen. So you're going to want to get a name brand, whatever it is, if you do decide to get something in Capricorn. Like, if you're going to get a wallet, it should be like a Coach wallet or a Louis Vuitton wallet or something like that. I know people are like, oh, that price range, but that, I'm just getting you to think in that manner. Like, don't hand a Capricorn anything generic. It needs to be something, like, don't hand them fucking Fruitios. You need to hand them Fruit Loops. Like, that's just the type of people that they are, or it will genuinely sit. Right? And that's no shade, nothing wrong with that, that they just genuinely like something that is going to be a status, something that they're like not embarrassed by. I'm sorry, nothing like that. No shade, all right? And so then we're going to move into our Aquarius, all right? So Aquarius can be someone like really technologically forward, all right? So they're the most progressive, so and they're kind of like the alien, they're like the otherworldly, along with Pisces from the Zodiac, but they're like very progressive, very alien-esque. So if you're going to get something for Aquarius, a lot of them, it's either going to do everything with technology, so this is going to be something like a gadget, and it can be like just a stupid gadget, like a gadget that you get at CVS, something that they can have fun with. It could be like one of those like nose trimmers, but it could be something like, oh, I thought of this and I thought that you tried it, but something kind of uncanny and out of the box. That's why I'm kind of getting, like, you could get away with some gag gifts with Aquarius that they will enjoy as long as there's some thought behind it. So this is somebody that you can get, again, you're going to want to get something gadgety for them. And if you do deal with Aquarius, because some Aquarius are like super into technology, and then others of them, I'm sorry, are like to technology, just because they're so progressive. They're like, I've progressed out of social media, And so with Aquarius, you're just going to want to think outside the box, and you can have fun with thinking outside the box, but you're going to want to get them like something very fun, if they don't take, the holidays seriously. Like, I would say, like, Aquarius, obviously you're going to have some outliers, but you can have fun with them. Like, you can get them something that makes them think, something that makes them explore their own thoughts. This could be not conversation. Honestly, what you can do for an Aquarius, and this is going to sound kind of shady, but like, if you've disagreed with an Aquarius for a long time, agree with them this time. Just don't fight them. Just be like, you know what? You're right. That's a gift and a gift. And let them keep that. And let them have that. If you're low on cash and you can't buy them an Apple Watch, or they already have 3 of them, then, just agree with them for like a whole week. Just be like, you know what? I'm just not going to fight with you for a whole week. Whatever you say is fucking golden. And I'm just going to go with you say, and they will appreciate that. They'll also notice the shift. Just give an Aquarius the credit that they fucking deserve, right? You can certainly do that for fucking free. Just keep your mouth shut and let them be right, for this one time. I don't know. No shade, Aquarius. I absolutely love you guys, but yeah, have fun with it. If you're tight on cash. All right. And then finally we have our Pisces. So Pisces is another sign that you can hand them anything, and you can hand them rocks, and they will be like, wow, these are the most beautiful rocks. Like, an avocado. Like, you can definitely do that with a Pisces. But you're going to want to get Pisces something that they can escape into. That's why I say books. Pisces are somebody that you can genuinely hand a book. They might not ever read it, but they'll be happy that you got it for them. Because Pisces do like to escape into their work. Pisces, again, are in a very creative mode. So, like, if you're dealing with somebody who likes to paint, get them paint brushes, something practical, something that they can use. All right, you're going to want to get them, if they want to sing, you're going to want to get them a microphone or, like, what have you. Just something that they can use to utilize the mediums that they're already working on. Because, again, Pisces are certainly on upswings right now. Everybody is on an upswing, but a lot of Pisces, especially that I have been in contact with, are starting to, pursue some creative endeavors. So you're going to want to get them those tools that they can use. Like, so, especially if you're a more grounded person and you're dealing with the Pisces, this could be something that you are like very, instrumental in making sure that they actually have the tools in order to be successful and succeed, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So again, like a Pisces, like, I really want to paint, get them canvas, right? Something like that. Something has to do with like something about their like vices and creative energies is pretty much for the a really good gift for Pisces. All right, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This was a lot of fun. And if you guys think of more gifts, obviously, like, please make sure that you insert in the comment section below. excuse me. And yeah, please don't forget about the special that I'm doing. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys soon, alright? Peace, guys. Thanks.